Yo, what is up everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and today I will be teaching you guys how to get good on controller. This is episode 1. Basically, I'm assuming if you guys are here, you're probably either wanting to learn how to play on controller, or you're new to controller, or you're just not good and you want to get better. So I'm going to help you guys out with that today. Now the first thing you want to do is go to your settings, and then you want to go over to the controller options. Here you can have whatever you want to feel right on your controller. So your sensitivity on your controller, if you want auto run on. A couple recommendations I have are having your sensitivity, like, to start, if you're starting, like, I'd say about like 7 to start is a good sensitivity. So I'll put that on for both of these. And if you feel like you're getting better, then I'd say move it up to 8. And then I have mine at 9. So when you feel like you're good enough to get it to 9, you can go ahead and do so. Now, with all these settings in mind, and we have the wireless controller settings as well. You can see like what type of configurations you use and stuff, and all your binds. Now for me, I use Builder Pro. It just feels the best. I feel like a lot of people agree with me on Builder Pro. Some use Combat Pro, which is fine, but I'm gonna use Builder Pro for today. And as you can see in the top of the screen, there's like all your settings, like your aim, your what buttons you use for jumping, toggling, reloading. And you guys can make these whatever you want. I keep them on the basic. I just feel like they feel the best, and I've played with them for a while and they've worked well. So I think that is pretty much that. Now, to get into the aiming and building. So for building, if you kept the basic, your wall button is RT. Your floor button is the RB. Your stairs are the LT, and your cone is the LB. Now these are pretty easy to remember if you get them, but if you are new, you can put out your max. For example, this is the cone, and when it's on the cone, you can see that little button right there that says build, and LB is next to it, so then you know it's LB, and same thing with the rest, like the floor, and wall, and stair. So getting into the actual building, if you guys don't know how to 90 controller, placed on the floor, or just 90 in general, placed on the floor, 2 walls. Some people do a full box. It just takes a bit longer to 90. So when I'm going this way, I just do these 2, and then you can just go from there. My 90s are a little different, but they do almost do the same thing. To get up into also build a stair. So if you want to like edit out, which we'll get into in a second, you can just edit out. Now, speaking of editing, if you guys do not know how to edit on controller, if you're using the basic things, a floor is just the B button. It's the B button for all of the things, but there are certain edits you cannot do. So like, for example, on the floor, like you can't edit all 4 of these, it doesn't work, but the rest you can do. So if you want to place one right there, if you guys do not know how to edit on controller, after you click B, oh yeah, one thing I'd have, edit on release. Make sure you guys have the edit on release setting turned on. That one is huge. Yeah, you guys really want that one on. Trust me, it's great. And so what you want to do is, if you like whatever ones you want to edit, let's just say you want these 2 or you want these 3, when you get the edit out, you want to click the RT button on controller. If you're on Xbox, for example, if you're on PlayStation, it's just the paddle, you use the aim, and for like everything else I said, like the B button, if you're on PlayStation, it's the one that is to the far right on your controller. You have like 4 different squares, like 4 different shapes for PlayStation. The one all the way to the right is the one you want to do for editing. And so the RT, you click it and then you edit it, and then you can just hold down on the right paddle button to reset, and then you click the B or the far right button on PlayStation to confirm. And it's the same thing with everything else. A wall, you are a little bit more limited. You could do things like a 4x4 where you can get 4 squares edited and then you go through. Or you could switch it and you could do things like this. You could make a stair or a door. The doors are a little bit useless, not gonna lie. So if you're trying to like get out of a fight, or like you're like doing a tarp, which I'll teach you in a second, either do this where it's the one middle to the left and then 2 down that are not on the right, and you need another one there for it not to break. But yeah, it won't break on the floor, so there you go. I don't know why it's breaking, but worst case scenario, it does break. It breaks a lot. And then same thing with the stair. If you want to flip your stair around, you click the RT, and like you could just like you just hold RT when you click your stair, LT to click the stair, and then you click B, and then here you can like see it. So like as you can see, this makes it different from that little hologram. And then you can also have this. You can have it on this side, and you can have it do some other really weird stuff like this. But that type of edit is basically not useful in the game. The main things you want to have are, for the wall, this, and obviously on this side. For the stair, you usually don't have to edit the stair if you have a guy in a box. Like, let's just say you 2 are in a box, you're on this side, and the other guy is on this side. I'll reset that up. So he's on the other side of the stair. What you want to do if you're trying to attack him, is to just either edit the stair like this, and if he's on this side, you just shoot him. If he's on that side, you can get a little peek and get him. Or let's just say you edited it like this. If he's on this side, you can obviously shoot him. If he's on that side, you can try getting a peek on him as well. Now, aiming. This is probably the easiest thing to do on controller. It's notorious for having like aimbot. So, what you want to do if you are new to controller, it's LB and RB if you kept it on default to switch. So, you want to go to the shotgun, click RB. You want to go to the grappler that I have, click RB again. And then LB to switch back. And then if you want to crouch, just hold down the right pad button on your controller to crouch. Or if you want to shoot normally, you can. Or if you want to get fancy with it, you can build a wall and then a stair to have protection, and then you can shoot them. But we're just going to go with just a normal standing position. To aim in, it's LT on your controller, and to shoot, it's RT. So the AR and stuff, if you want to just shoot it, you go with RT. Now, in almost every fight, you want to aim, except with the shotgun. In a shotgun, it's not really worth it aiming, because then you have like a little bit of a delay. So if you're like build fighting someone and like you go down, then just shoot him. Don't focus on aiming. Sometimes with the SMG as well, you don't have to aim. If you're like right with the guy, like he's like right next to you, just spray him. Don't worry about aiming in. But if he's a little bit farther away, either pull out your AR or just aim in. And that is all for aiming. Now, we're gonna get a little bit more advanced. Things like a tarp, which I'll show you right now. So let's just say if you have you and a teammate, there's a couple of people left. You're in a box with him, and the storm is like on you. What you want to do, like I showed earlier, make the 4x4 edit, and then you want to make another box, and then you just want to keep on making boxes to move and not get hit. Otherwise, you probably will get targeted, especially in the final stages of the game, if you do not have protection in building. So keep that words in mind, because if you're in like a final 10 or final 5 or something like that, and you're out in the open, people are gonna go for you, and they're not gonna be afraid to do so. So make sure you have that protection in mind. And that is pretty much it. That is episode 1 of my teaching tutorial. I have controller in my name for YouTube, so I just love the controller. And for anyone that's still learning the controller, or like decided to switch it up from keyboard and mouse, or anyone that's even like new to the game and decides to play on controller, I hope this helped you guys, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.